Something I really think that is truly blasphemous is the concerning of others, even though your concepts and your ideologies are so vastly frowned upon that to the point you judge others because they don't agree with you, you hold them at a different type of contempt. You shouldn't be able to judge somebody off of what they think when your ideologies do not match somebody else. So even if your ideologies are blatantly wrong, that does not give you the power or the type of gall to judge somebody else because they don't match what you think. The opinions of others are the most dangerous thing in the world. The mind is the most dangerous thing because it holds so much power to the point if you say anything wrong, you will be shunned. You will be shushed. Everybody knows what type of world we live in. They just don't want to change it because either they're lazy or they to be like, I got bills to pay. I can't worry about that. They're stuck in this so-called reality that's not the thing. We're the only things on this earth that have to pay to live here. But it's only a distraction. It's only a distraction to what you really are supposed to be doing here. Not only are you not supposed to just sit and grovel in your pain and you about to die in a couple years, you're supposed to create, solve, plan, and adventure. But there's some instances with the things that we made to pay is a great aspect, like school. It's knowledge that's put into the school that other people learned. Libraries, jobs. You learn so many things to make the world go round. But we made this concept of currency and anything that's transactional to the point where that is the main thing we're looking for. You must understand, we are more than just individuals that are set on this earth to just pay things. You don't have to be an intellectual to understand that. I feel like in your mind, you're supposed to know that you are way more. So you don't gotta put a crystal between your eyebrows or think you're deep by putting on jewelry. You can express yourself how you want, but don't put that on until you're intellectual when you don't even know what you're saying. When you're clumping words together to make you sound like you're enlightened, but you're really not. I'm not enlightened at all. Because if I was enlightened, I wouldn't even spread the word. I would just keep it to myself. I know it's selfish, but I wouldn't use the so-called poison that is killing us to spread the word. I'm not enlightened at all. I am just a concerned individual, not of the world, but of our youth. Cause like, I look at myself, cause I'm a horrible person, so I understand that like I'm like dog shit. Like I understand that I'm horrible, but not to the extent where I don't show anybody empathy. You know. Now saying empathy is a new concept. It's crazy because we feel that chemical change in our mind when we see something that's happening to another person that we couldn't concern or visualize as something that is not becoming something that's evil. People think it's easy to be evil, it's hard to be good. But it's a two-way streak. That's why I tend to try to be neutral. We don't really understand the concept of being considerate. We're only considerate when it fits our view, when it fits our bill. That's even with your parents, bro. Listen, your parents might have created you, but they don't know anything. They was on the world. They was the same age as you once, so they so-called know what's going on. They don't know. The world's keep on evolving. Your mindset has to change. That's why people go insane because their mind is changing so rapidly. They don't know how to subside. They don't know how to steady the calm. They don't know how to make it calm. They don't know how to stop the voices. But we're not getting too deep, man. Bro, there's so many outlets in the world. So many things you can do. There's so many philosophers. There's so many things you can go. Oh, the world doesn't mean nothing. Go smoke, drink, go do all the medicinal things. Go do all the sins you want. It doesn't matter at the end. Or no, go be good. Go help. Go provide. Go learn. Go earn. Or no, conquer, create, and demolish. Or do nothing. Utterly nothing. Just intake and take and take. Don't steal, but intake nothing but content, and your dopamine level rise, and just sit down and do nothing. Those are the views. And if I quit, stop making videos because I go see something greater, that means my mind was distracted, and the distraction was so great to the point it changed my views. Because it'll get to the point where if I'm speaking like this now, and then I do something different, or I stray away, it'd be like, oh, the bag was bigger on that side, or he stopped doing that widowry and the mental fortitude and being spiritual. He quit all that. That's not being spiritual. It's just trying to figure out what is more. All right. Some days I'm gonna crack a smile. Some days I'm gonna be, a little bit perturbed. Some days I'm just gonna be neutral. I'm gonna just be numb. And then other days, I don't know. See, people summon up to your hormones evolving, or you're bipolar, or you're schizophrenic, or you got BPD. Like, they try to put these so-called illnesses on you because you don't know how to control what you're thinking at the moment. Or people will insult you because you tend to have an imaginary mind. You tend to see things that's not truly grounded in reality. But if you do that, you become boring, and then there's no eyes on you. And I tried that, but there's still eyes on me even when I try to stay out the way. Even though my mom is, I don't say anything, I still get some type of hold. So it's either you're gonna be a conceited bastard that's arrogant, or you're gonna try to not be a conceited bastard that's arrogant, and then put on this facade that you're a nice guy, but deep down you're still an arrogant, a conceited nigga. Oh, like, yeah, it's hard to truly understand. My apologies, is getting too, yeah, I didn't mean to say that, but it comes off like that. I tend to see narcissists because I once was a so-called narcissist. I was a narcissist at one point. I was over conceited. I was arrogant, and the only reason I thought that because I knew how to throw a ball fast. I knew how to throw a bar pretty hard at because I was younger. I was small, and I knew how to exert enough power to make me seem powerful. But then people called it the Napoleon syndrome, and he wasn't even that short. I don't know. But people tend to cope with their height, their looks, their intelligence with anything. They tend to hide their weaknesses with their strengths. Oh, I might look like this, but I can do this. Oh, I can't do that, but I can do this. Oh, I don't know this, but I can do that. We're so separated. We don't have to be separated. I know unity is cringy and corny, but unity is the most powerful thing. If somebody doesn't fit your bill, to fit your views, don't try to change it. Try to understand why their views are like this. What experiences made their views in this type of line. Like, I don't want to be a preacher. I don't want to be a motivational speaker. I want to be a crazy person, you know? After I'm long gone, people understand my word, and there's peace around the whole world. And that's going to be a hard thing to do. All right? I don't get that many years on this planet. I understand that. So, me forcing it's not going to work, but that's why I tend to dip my foot and my toes into almost every category: dancing, music, art, athletics, learning, building, science. I tend to dip my feet in every category, not to be a jack of all trades, but to really get a glimpse of what the reason we're here. But I like comedy the most, though. I like playing around, though. I like to troll most of the time. I like the rage bait because I feel like you tend to see the true spirit, the true face. The face is removed once they're aggravated, once they're angry. But I don't get to the point where I'm saying anything crazy. What I want you to understand is you're different. Everybody is different in a point where you're not average. I'm a below average person, individual. so-called human. But we are more than humans. We're more than our thoughts and our emotions. I don't see myself as human. I see myself as an individual that is labeled as that to put shackles on us, on the mind. Understand that our values may hold power, but also our visions to consider that people are more important than what they are. You don't got to be a philosopher to know this. You know, speak confident and speak with passion, and then people will understand what you're trying to say. But who am I to say that? Because I hold no power. But once I hold this power, my word would have some meaning. Because I could do the easy way out. I can go get a job, go get some paid, and then go post things on the internet and say this is my view, this is how I think. Yeah. If you disagree with me, you're dumb. I can do that. I can be a troll, but that does nothing for society. That does nothing for the humanity. That does nothing to the world. So that's why I try to dip my toes in everything. But the one thing I won't dip my toes in is modeling, because I'm dirt ugly. That's but we'll try because look is subjective, and there's some models that look like an alien that model. So maybe I can do that. Maybe if I do that instead of sports and reading, I get a bigger audience. But people are more than a pretty face, and if I had a pretty face, I promise you I wouldn't be doing YouTube. I swear I wouldn't be making music. I wouldn't be doing YouTube. I wouldn't be writing deep quotes on every social media platform. Oh, and I'm still looking for a platform that's only for my community. My family, my little cult. We gotta put some suggestions. You know, hit the like button if you can, so my videos can get out there. And then yeah, we'll figure it out. Uh, oh, I wanted to spit some lyrics about my shit, but I ain't gonna lie. But it's always a tempo how you rap, cause I had a couple lyrics. I was like, what was it? It was like, they call me a masochist because I was a pacifist, filling all your ideals with adrenaline and penicillin, trying to get to within. It's something like that. It's something simple. It's like a double entendre with the words I try to say, but I gotta find a beat that's better than the lyrics, Because I could just yell in the mic and mumble and then hit a lot of ad-libs, but that's not my thing. I don't want to be too lyrical to the point where you gotta think of everything. That's why I want to be multi-diverse in everything I do. All right, man. I don't know. It's a crazy aspect, but I'll catch y'all later. I'll figure it out, not you.